have changed.
That's right. There we go. Fire up the stream. Now, oh, they're going new Rammus, huh? Damn it, I wanted to do Recon, but Recon's not that good in a Rammus. Because they did just change several of the support items. I've got to remember the changes. So, Shirelia's doubled down on speed. Staff of Flowing Water is now ability haste.
It looks like they nerfed the Putrefier, I think.
No, they buffed it.
Oh, they buffed it. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. So they gave it 5 extra ability haste, and then they just clarified it does the same thing. They just it had some weird interactions that weren't clear. So they just made it clear, as far as I know.
Rammus? At least we're going AP against Rammus.
That's right. Need something with a displacement. I kind of wanted to do Janna, but I don't know if going Janna into Talon's a good idea. Okay, they increased the price of Ionian boots by 50 gold, but does that put Thresh? I think you still keep it on Thresh. Are we gonna be probably not roaming a ton early? We need to protect Jinx, so I think just keeping boots is good. Okay, or that. I'll just wait 1 second here. Yo, what's up, Jay? Gwen time? I'm not playing Gwen. I see Gwen's not out here yet.
Can't even play her yet. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can play.
She's about one week late, but she doesn't look like a support to me, so could be wrong about that. But okay. Okay, top chat, live chat. Dude, I'm wondering, like, if people... There might be some app where people can, like... They'll do who... And then find me and then armory me or something. I don't know. I get hollered at by, like, random people just whisper me out of nowhere. And like, hey, you want to come do this dungeon? I have no idea who they are. But they're just like, if we need a healer, we'll summon. Just like, okay. So I got summoned that... There's one today, it was like Sunken Temple, and they just like flew through it. They just needed a healer. They were trying to get their warrior quest buddies, like some kind of, or their guild buddies, some kind of warrior quest or something in Sunken Temple, and they had like this tier 2 decked out warrior just running through blasts and everything. Hey, that's all good, Vanakin. I almost got these epic BOE robes. Almost everybody passed on them. They were actually pretty good for me. I think they're about as good as the ones that I have. It might be a little bit better, but there's a warlock in the group who got it.
What level are you?
You can do /who priest. I'm almost 50.
Nice.
I'm like 49 and then 2 bars to 50. Oh, I wondered how the /who works. They must have looked for higher than that, because I think several of them are like in their 50s. The Sunken Temple. I guess you would just increase the range, right? /who priest. Whatever. 45 to 55. But yeah, they're seeking me out. I don't remember seeing that as much as when I was leveling Druid. I think people, well, I mean, Druids do have to level Feral also, and they're just not as sought after as healers. And especially in vanilla, like, leveling. So much of it says don't have that resurrection. But I don't know. That's happened to me like 5 times or something. You can search by zones. Might have been what they were doing. I was in a different zone. I was in like the Syrian Gorge, which has a lot of like pretty good quest line, pretty good mobs and stuff like that. Around level like high 40s, early 50. I don't think I'd ever been to that zone before. I can't remember doing it. I don't remember how I got to 60 in vanilla. Like which zones I did. I know I did the Plague Lands, and I think I did like the Fell place. I should focus more on the game. Which aspect of the game do you think I should focus on right now? You think I should try to improve my CS? Have I missed too many cannons in the last 2 waves?
Yes. My biggest thing is not dying. It's always a good one.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, Ben? If I didn't say what's up to you earlier. Huh.
Sure.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm gonna make mistakes, but I'm also gonna talk. You know, like I do need to try to focus as well, but yeah, I'm not gonna run a silent stream. There's no point unless like I'm faker or something. But yeah, I mean, of course, of course, I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Um. Okay. Again, don't think. I mean, Victor is kind of a roam target, but I think we'll just probably stay bottom in the early game. So yeah, like the focus more on the game. I'm not really sure what that means. So I'm not sure if you were telling me to stop talking about WoW there while we're in Champion Select, or I'm not sure if you're telling me to talk less during games, or just to play better. I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk, but and it's going to, I mean, it's going to affect my elo over time. But that's just how I like to run the stream. I just like to be conversational in the stream, and I'm sure it does cost me opportunities. But you know, my number one priority is to enjoy the stream and try to, you know, be conversational with people on the stream at the same time that I'm playing. If I can't, you know, play at my absolute highest level, if I had to choose, play at my absolute highest level, which I do choose every night, or, you know, play at maybe a slightly lower level but also be more interactive, I would choose to be more interactive.
You multitask very well.
But yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, if there are specific things, but I think I'm pretty aware of most of the stuff that I do. I just gotta do it better.
If it was easy, everybody'd be a streamer and challenger.
That's right. I know people like to see wins, but you know, it's different. It's just a balancing act, right?
I gotta step my game up too. I've been bringing the team down.
Well, I've been playing.
I haven't really been playing my best the past like 2 or 3 weeks.
I think we won all 3 last night, 3 or 4.
Good.
We've moved it up, but
I know I won. I think I won 2. I think I went 2-1 last night.
yeah, I mean, I should focus on stuff. But. I think starting Hook against double ranged is still like an okay option. Like, Flay is good against melees, but there's no way I'm just walking up and autoing both of them. And half the time you're pushing the wave anyways with auto attacks, so you can't even charge it up.
Udir's top.
Okay. See how Kaisa fucked up royally there?
Dude, Urgot, go!
And I didn't ping her? Oh my god. Did she die for it? No. Jesus. Alright.
Urgot is bot side now. Or Urgot. Udyr.
Okay. Did you transfer your mage over Black Falcon? Yeah, I do have that enchant. Minor speed. I don't have all enchants, but I do have that one.
Oh yeah, he's got him. Nice.
Vayne got both of those. That was really rough. Well, we could have fought. She just wasted her flash and flashed forward and didn't even get one auto attack on the other person, and they still had heal and everything. Like, it was a good trade when I hooked the Senna and we like knocked off 90% of her health. She could have just backed up and that would have been fine. I don't think I just roam in this lane. I think she gets completely zoned off the wave if I roam. Like, if I start roaming really early. Okay, yeah, I can enchant that.
Is your enchanting maxed out yet?
Not officially, but I could anytime I wanted to. It's at like 290 or something. I'm just... There's no point in me maxing it out just yet. I do have the mats to do it, but I'm just kind of waiting until I get gear that I need to enchant anyways.
Yeah.
Just to kind of not waste it. Because a lot of the super high level enchants are like very, very expensive. And they're not even that great for like healers. There's some that's like plus bonus to healing, but I would only put that on like, you know, the best gear that I'm going to get. It's probably like dozens of golden mats.
Yeah, you're just looking mid. I might try and come down here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Oh my god, how'd that not hit her? Wow. Okay, good. It might be hundreds. Some of the enchants might actually be hundreds of gold. I don't remember. The healing stuff is probably not as much, but like Crusader, I know that the pattern for that is like 200 or 300 gold. Those big ticket things just never sell for that much, at least on our server. Like, I've gotten a couple of like BOE epics and things, and you know, I've seen them listed on the auction house for like, oh, it's 100 gold or 200 gold for this epic. I mean, maybe I'm just too impatient with it, but I'll list it like a couple of times, and then eventually it'll sell for like 40.
Come on, Shaco can try and steal that.
He trolling. He doesn't have flash, so it'd basically be his guaranteed death for a chance to steal it. Okay. Stick with Locket.
Relax. Just let go.
I am gonna try to play the Enchanter stuff as well. But I'm trying to remember. Okay, so Shirelia's was for speed. Ability haste on Staff of Flowing Water. I don't think any of those really apply to Thresh. And then Moonstone was extra plus healing and shielding. Which, on like a Soraka or a Sona, I'm trying to think of who I could maybe try that on Sona. It just feels like those champs are kind of tough right now. If I have like a Jinx or something and I can run like Lulu or Janna, I think stuff could be good. Kind of bullied. What's up, Deshane?
That was disastrous.
That was easy.
Oof. Almost predicted it. She's just out of range. I think Shara said that he would not be able to do it.
Shut down.
Or may not be able to do it.
The sweet tones of
Victor's missing.
Yeah, with those two missing, like I could have started that fight with Senna, but seemed like a bad idea.
what is the word?
Hey, Shaco's pretty strong if Kaisa doesn't like just die here. could flash Hook, but I don't want to waste my flash.
Picture's missing.
And Hook has that delay. If I was in flash flay range, I would have flash flayed, but... Senna might be coming to cut y'all off. I'm almost here, too. Wow, okay. I got out. Deer's a bit too strong to play around with right now, I think.
Him at the back.
Changed his... What is DPS? Oh, his picture? Said Butter changed something.
Turret plating will soon fall. An enemy has been slain.
Forgot move your booty.
We're not actually down that much CS. So that's good.
Oh my
Considering
God.
just how much they're supposed to dominate this matchup. Damn. I got rooted. Or got stopped, dude. Run. Oh, he didn't have his ult. That's rough.
No, he wasted trying to shoot a million, like a deer going like 1,000 miles per hour.
An enemy has been slain.
Shit, he TP'd. Can you lantern me in?
Yeah.
Destroyed a turret.
There we go. I was just healthy enough to take hits. That's why I was.
Oh yeah. That was good. Oh, I know damage per second, but Deshane said that your DPS is always lit. And unless... I just don't have any context for that, why he would say that to Butter, unless it was something about his profile pic. Unless Butter's, like, posting up pictures of him doing...
I don't get that. Why? Just back.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but
Yeah. Pictures of him doing, like, really high damage, something else. Unless Butter's got his own stream or something. He's posting it up on Discord. It just, in that context, it just didn't make a lot of sense.
Torment comes in so many flavors.
I'm not sure what people are going to do. I I mean, as usual with Moby Boots, a lot of it comes down to just how much are you roaming early game. Are you getting a lot of value out of it? With Thresh, I don't know. Fuck, Kai'Sa went top? Why though? Like, well, bottom tower's down, so I guess we might as well go ahead and give them bottom tower too. It's only fair. That's one of the biggest macro mistakes people make, is they take bottom tower and then they just do a really awkward switch and pretty much give up their bottom tower for free. So now we had a gold advantage and a positional advantage bottom that we don't have anymore. It's like, you don't have to rotate immediately. You can just push in and then go invade their jungle, or go threaten dragon, or go rotate mid. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can still do. But you want to take advantage of that new space you've created by the jungle being, like, by taking that tower, right? And you don't get any of that. I mean, I know the point is to try to accelerate and take more towers, but it's usually just not really, like, thought carefully enough. Sportsmanship? What is sportsmanship in that context? I'm so confused.
Has destroyed a turret.
There's a TP bottom.
Shield me. You have heal?
I don't have heal. I've got the shield, but
Oh my gosh. Can you do some damage? So close. I'm like living, barely. I should probably.
damn, they got the other dragon too. Standing so far up. Oh, the sportsmanship for bot lane. Okay, gotcha.
Shut down.
Oh my god, he killed him? Holy crap, I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Sniper.
An ally has been slain.
There's like 3 people in the jungle right now here. Or there were. Oh, there they are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, mobility boots, I don't know. That might go back to the default. Ionians are so good on Thresh, and, like, the ability haste is just massive.
You pull Vayne. Never mind.
I don't think I'll be able to get her. Oh, here's Gragas.
You're looking mid.
He just doesn't do enough damage.
I gotta go back.
It might. Oh, yeah. Oh my god,
Shaker's not
okay.
there. God, I did so much shit. Just couldn't live. Damn it. At least we stopped Baron.
Yeah, we did stop Baron though, and I think we might get mid tower off of that. They're gonna have to back.
They're pretty low.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay.
We need to set up for that.
Yeah. So they're going back to it.
They don't care to give this Drake.
Yeah, it'd be really. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna send. If they're smart, they'll send Udyr bottom, and then the other 4 just waiting around Baron area, which is what they're doing.
Yep.
And then he's just gonna run around, and they're just gonna get a free Baron. Okay, maybe they all group here and we fight them. That's like the best case scenario. Okay, sweet.
I'm going for these guys.
Okay.
I'm not. We gotta kill Veins. We actually fought that pretty well.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, we can get this, and we should be able to get Baron too, I think. Because they have minions in their base. We have time, I think? Oh, never mind. Shaco's wants blue instead. It'd be a little risky.
Quite likely.
At 800, it's cheap. Well, yeah, to the aspiring wealthy of WoW, I think dozens of gold is still expensive for a lot of people. For an enchant. I know I don't want to spend dozens of gold on an enchant I'm going to replace in like 1 level.
Probably on it. No, they're not. Oh, Vayne.
Kaisa just is like so far out of this fight. She landed like 1 auto attack. It's like, honey, you're full health with your ult. With people in front of you, they have no way to flank other than Gragas hitting a barrel on you. Like, you have to put your head down and start auto attacking. Like, I don't even know if she's landed a single auto attack this fight, and she has flash. It's like, I know it's spooky, But that's just the nature of playing AD carry. Like, you have to land auto attacks. You need to play Jinx or something if you're too scared with short range AD carries.
An ally has been slain.
Comes in so many flavors.
Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Trying to scare him more than anything, but so spooky. How tanky is he? He's pretty tanky, I guess. You cannot back. We're almost certainly walking on wards. It's gonna be so tough. I mean, they're just gonna wait on that to push in, so we're gonna have to, yeah, land a hook. Most of the squishy people are kind of out of reach.
Enemy double kill. An ally
Well.
has been slain. Enemy triple kill.
Landed like 3 hooks.
Turret
Should have instantly killed Victor. That's about all I can do. The ADC diff. Down the stretch there.
defeat.
Kaisa just doesn't feel that good right now. I don't know. I mean, that player was not that great on Kaisa. She just like never auto attacked. But in general, it just feels like Vayne just seems so much stronger if you want that type of thing. Short range, high damage. Okay, let me just see if there are any like standouts in the first day. And there's not going to be as much data, but just to see if anything new popped up. Maokai went up 0.5%. But it's only after 4,000 games. Just seeing if any of these new support items. Most of them probably will not shake up the meta too much. I'll have to think about it a bit more. I did want to do the support video. Okay, so Sona is up. I figured Sona, you know, was the one that I mentioned where, like, the new Moonstone actually looks pretty good on her just because she has such huge scaling with her plus healing and shielding off of her W. It's on a very low cooldown, so she can basically keep up Moonstone pretty much permanently. And the plus 20% is huge because her each shield, when she gets a couple of items, is something like at least 1,000 gold, or 1,000 shield value if she's hitting like 3 targets in fights. But she still can be squishy. Now she does apply some pretty decent lane pressure though, which is like Q spam early. People get tier on her. I know tier Sona was always a meme, but it looks like the Shirelia's battle song might be even better. I mean, that does. I don't see a cooldown on Shirelia's battle song. People were saying there was a cooldown on the 25% movement speed increase. So, I mean, you could have that permanently up on everyone, too. Did her mini rework go through this patch? I don't think it did, right? I don't think so. I think it was just new champion, new support items, and just like a lot of balance changes. The Rammus, they did the Rammus mini rework. Gwen, Annie, Felios. Let's scout this Varus. I guess let's do Thresh. Well, he's got one game on Varus. He's 0-1.
Hell yeah. It's the confidence I need right there.
That's right. It's, what is he even gonna play? I mean, Doublelift like was saying that he thinks Varus is really underrated, but that's probably like really high end play. No, Rumble got adjusted as well. The Thresh Flay I don't think matters. Yeah, I don't think the Sona thing went through. Random jungle bait, probably. Empowering or protecting other champions. So Sona's auras would count as that. Each one of them would. Frozen Heart could be an interesting choice against all AD for someone even like Thresh. Thresh could use the mana. Okay, so they're mostly AD. They have some well, I guess I gotta respect the Swain bot and get one magic resist rune. And I'll probably be getting hit by some grenades. Alright. And I'm gonna do the boots. I mean, the free boots, like, you could obviously do... There's a lot of good stuff on Thresh. You could do Hex Flash. You could do... forgot the name of it. The thing in the bottom row that gives cooldown reduction to like your cooldowns and your items. The cooldown reduction on items would actually be really good with his double. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I was doing Ingenious Hunter with him. It's just, what else do you, I mean, I guess Ingenious Hunter Zombie Ward. That was a really fun build, and I was doing pretty well with it, but getting, like, the boots, the 300 gold is just such a big deal. Just 300 gold in your pocket. It just lets you complete your first 2 items, which are, like, really big teamfight items. The Locket Redemption. He's like the Hook Enchanter of yore. From, like, early Season 8. Redemption Locket meta. I did like that a lot, just because I like having lots of item actives. I think it's really fun. Gives you extra stuff to think about. Yeah, Cosmic Insight, that's right. Jungle Bait. We'll see. I've been baited by that stuff so many times where they just do like some weird changes to try to make an obscure jungler relevant, like Gnar and stuff like that, and it's almost never worked out. Sometimes it does in weird and, you know, interesting ways, right? With like Ezreal jungle and, you know, it happens, but I mean, of those, I felt like Darius was probably the most legit one, but I thought that, like, 3 buffs ago, when they buffed Darius jungle over the last, like, 2 years, like, 3 times, and just no one ever plays it. That was a big buff, though. And Morg, I'm still not 100% sold on, but realistically, I probably underestimate Morg pretty hard. Hey, what's up, Nagarake? Yeah, I mean, it had a really high win rate. It's a low sample size, but I could see it. I mean, you just spam it. I thought Karma was another one that might be good on. Obviously, Rakan, it would be good. I could have played Rakan here, but I don't like Rakan that much into Swain. Swain's kind of a pain in the ass in the laning phase. He's like I mean, he's basically an AP hook champion. How does your ADC know when you have a charge on your Relic Shield? I don't know if you're... So the straight answer to that is they can see the blue orbs around you. But I can't tell if you're joking that the ADC just never gives me the charge on the cannon. Again, I'm going to start with Hook because it's ranged. I think against melee, and especially at higher elo brackets, then starting Flay is probably better. So you can get that powerful auto attack in, but we're not auto attacking them level 1, most likely. Go. What the fuck? He literally did not auto attack him a single time. What? Dude. The fuck is going on? Dude, I'm gonna have a stroke. Like, I have Ignite. Oh, okay. Didn't even auto attack him a single time. I had Ignite. We could have killed him. How did that turn into me doing like half of Swain's health off the engage to them literally just running me down across the entire lane and killing me? Unfucking believable. Not an auto attack, not an ability. It was right. He didn't even have to step forward. I literally hooked him right into his auto attack range. All I needed was like 2 auto attacks. Then I could have... I dropped like 2 autos there, but... Well, glad he took cleanse instead of heal. He kind of autoed there. You know, once Swain was at 10% health. I did drop 2 autos, like 1 or 2 autos against the Jhin when he was running Varus down. He backed, so he would have lived anyways, but I should have autoed those, to be fair, but... yeah, that should have been a lot quick. He went, like, really aggro, then he just started running. I think if he just, like, hard committed to just killing the Swain and then going down, maybe he could have gotten the Jhin low enough with 1 or 2 extra autos. If I got my autos to where we maybe kill Jhin. Is cleanse even good against Swain? I don't think so. I mean, obviously it can save you, but I think heal is better, especially if you're in an all-in lane. Which we are. We should be able to kill them if I hit hooks.
Dude, I'm going Night Harvester this game.
Get them, man.
I'm bringing it back.
They do
The
have...
health is just good.
It is. It is good against, yeah, it's good against Yone. It could be a little rough against, like, Garen later, but...
I could just get a Void for him or whatnot. If
Yeah.
he builds. I'll be able to shred still, I think.
You're the only AP, too, so they're probably not going to build that much magic resist.
Right.
Garen's going to have to go heavy on the armor against Camille, so... Shit, seriously? Hit him! Auto attack him! Please! Okay, thank God. Alright. Right click, right click.
Relax. Just let go.
Yeah, I don't think cleanse is a good choice. I think heal's better. I think most of the time, especially under Diamond, I just almost would never run cleanse. The only case is maybe against like Ash Arrow, maybe against Leona. That's it. If you're an immobile ADC. But yeah, against a lot of stuff, I just wouldn't do it. Fucking kidding me.
Killing spree. You have slain a human.
I can't tell. I think this is going to stay about even. Oh my God, he actually put his head down and attacked there. Whoa.
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 Whoa. He just woke up. I was trying to come up with something witty to say about, like, being hyper woke, but just don't have it this late. Something about avocado toast eating. Something else woke. Something funny yet not offensive.
Oh, it's always offensive.
That's right. It's too difficult to run through the equations in my head. Run through the social equations in my head. The rhetorical calculations. I've never actually tried avocado toast. Thought about it. I think that's supposed to be...
Pretty good.
The avocado is like the national fruit. That's like the meme, I think. The avocado is like the meme fruit. People are always saying, cut out the avocado toast. Start saving for retirement. I don't know if that's just supposed to be like a young person meme or fruit, or if that's like a I'll be grinding Cenarian Expedition to Exalted. Do they have a good item? They probably do. There's several things. I mean, I fully expect to be exalted with everything. When all is said and done in TBC, I'm gonna run so many dungeons. My fingers are gonna fall off.
I am a thing of it.
Sup, Cap. We've been doing pretty well this game, other than that miscalculation, I guess. I mean, I'm being generous here. Early on. I think there's no way. I mean, that was just a straight error on his part, but... Popular California liberal thing, okay. Let's just try it out. I think avocados are supposed to be pretty healthy.
Yeah, they're really good.
That's my wife. What do they taste like? She's like, it's basically like guacamole.
They're pretty good. They're good fats.
I say. Round 2. It was like almost literally what happened before. I mean, Vera's doing pretty good so far. Other than, you know, obviously the early game. I'm just like melting that Swain. Getting him to blow his Zanyas early was actually pretty huge. I don't know what political party has to do with it. Just... Like I said, I'm not sure if it's a political or an age thing, but it's definitely a thing. At least that I've heard of or seen. Especially on like some financial networks that I'll watch, you know. It's kind of a meme. Like, put down the avocado toast and start saving for retirement. I guess it used to be, you know, put down the Starbucks, but now it's been avocado toast.
Turret plating will fall soon. Your turret has been destroyed.
Live off of exclusively. It is kind of sad when you think about it, like memeing health, basically. Like turning a good healthy food into whatever. It's just, I think it's seen to be like some kind of luxury item. I guess kale is another one. Kale maybe was the meme.
An ally has been slain.
It's like simultaneously seen to be elite, but also seen to be sort of exorbitant. Wow, he missed his too, or he got him? No, he got him. have this warded, or are they just lucky guess? Oh, I need to eat these biscuits. And this have everything warded, huh? Do we want to go for this or what? I think we waited too long.
I'm going around. We kill them.
Garen's flanking also. It's unfortunate.
Right here. Oh. No way.
Okay, so yeah, Swain. God, he threw that from like mid lane. And my Arboretum. It's all healthy, it's all good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Old people just complain about young people shit all the time. It doesn't even matter. It's like, fucking young people and all their damn healthy habits. Grab some damn Jack Daniels and pack of Marlboro Reds like we used to do back in the 70s. Rush Wimp Boomer memes. You know, in the 50s, people were complaining about kids with the sex, drug, and rock and roll. Now it's like kids with the kale chips and fucking avocado toast.
Damn.
He could ult me here. Maybe I bait him, Nocturnes. Yeah. I didn't get an assist for it, but I was hoping maybe he'd try to flash on me or something. Oh, okay. What Yog's saying, yeah. Okay, I guess that makes a little bit more sense. Not just saving for retirement, but instead of paying down their paying back their student loans or something, that they're spending too much money on kale chips and avocado when they could get something that was less expensive, but also healthy. I know, and it's like it's a healthy snack too. I mean, yeah, it might be expensive, but if you have good health, having good health is one of the best things for the economy at large, because our #1 expense is healthcare. And why is that? Because people are unhealthy as shit. So because that young person's eating all that avocado toast and kale, maybe you don't have to pay for their, you know, heart failure as part of your, you know, insurance premium.
Oh, I missed him.
He's dead, I think. Yeah, Camille didn't rotate. I mean, I guess she didn't have time. It was only like a 1 minute fight. What elo I'm at? We're currently at, I guess on this account we're back to P3, but we got as high last season as D3, but we had a bad couple of weeks. We were as high as P1, I think maybe a month ago or something. Maybe 2 months ago at this point. But we, at some point this season, we got to like P1, 50 LP-ish or something like that. I know. I mean, it's just like, it's people and their money, man. You gotta live your life. Like, not everyone can just crack down and save every penny they have.
A summoner has disconnected.
You need to work on, I don't know how you work on it, like predatory lending practices, which, let's face it, a lot of school loans are predatory lending practices. Even though they're not like super expensive, I mean, they're not like payday loans, you know, it's just like, a lot of kids really just don't need to be going to college, man. I mean, it's a good thing, but there's just some people that they just don't like being in class, studying books and stuff. They'd be much better off just being a plumber or a mechanic or something. That's perfectly fine. You make a lot of money doing that. Like, I don't know, just like the social pressure that like everybody needs to be a doctor or something is just not good. I obviously think college is good for people that, you know, want to be there, and, you know, that just kind of fits their, you know, lifestyle and learning style and stuff like that, but I don't think it has to be for everybody, like it's been marketed to be for the last 30 years. Because it's obviously not. Statistically, it's not for everybody. It's only something like 20% of the U.S. population has an undergrad degree. Like, it's a very low amount relative to what, you know, the media might make it seem like, or what like instructors might make it seem like. Amy Deer with this flank. That cleanse is not helping out old Varus. He needs to ult faster before Udyr. Like, Udyr just literally just ran up and auto-attacked him before Varus ulted him. Like, not even a flank. Just straight to his face.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Hold on. Well, I guess probably just gonna lose right here off of that. What was his excuse? Oh, okay. I mean, he did ping his ping, and it was really high, but... Well, I mean, it's not that simple. Everybody would like for it to be affordable to all. And the money's going to stupid shit. Like, I'm not getting any money. I'm the one who teaches at the university. And most... Something like 60 or 70% are, you know, adjuncts.
Well, that's gonna be it for me.
All right, man. It was rough. Feels like both of those were definitely winnable, but
Yeah.
we'll have to get them back next time.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
See ya. I thought we played pretty well personally there. It's just Varus just got steamrolled. Maybe I could have ulted a little faster too, but you can't make it interest free. There's no way in hell, not in America. It is hard because no personal bank is going to do that. It would have to be a government just loaning out, you know, lots of money to people for that, and a lot of students default on it. Obviously, you know, the dropout rate is huge. It's like 1/3 or something. I think Juan's onto something there. I mean, there's no reason you need to have a college degree to go sell insurance. Why? Why do you need to have World Civ to sell Fidelity Insurance or whatever? Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot go, but a lot drop out too. Yeah, it's always marketed like there's way more people that go, and there's way like everybody has a degree, and if you're not going and you're not getting a degree, you're weird, right? Like that's kind of the, at least back in high school, that was sort of the vibe or the pressure that was on it, right? It was kind of this implicit like, you know, judgment of you. Own a farm now. Yeah. Okay, Thresh is banned. Okay, I mean, if we're going Vayne, we try Lulu out with maybe one of these new items.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah. I mean, the stats may have changed or improved somewhat. Like, they're doing a lot of stuff to help people graduate. I mean, some of that is, like, grade inflation. But some of it is legit. Like, at my university, they have included all of this extra like help, like free tutoring in different places in different fields. Like the English department's always had a writing center, but they're like amping that up, marketing it more. And then they've if there are students that are in danger of maybe failing, there's like a system where you can put them in that system, and then they hook them up with like academic coaches and give them pep talks, and you know, get them some like student counseling or something if they need help, you know, managing their time or the stress and stuff like that. So they've tried to expand a lot of resources, because I don't think that just getting a degree is too intellectually challenging for most people. Like, yes, if it's a degree in like engineering or something really hard, sure, a lot of people are not going to be able to do that. But if it's a degree in like psychology or, you know, just business or, you know, something like that, just something that's like pretty broad, I think that that should be doable by a lot of students, right? Like what it comes down to is time management and motivation. That's a big part of it, because a lot of students, when they go to college, you know, that's simultaneously their first time that they've been away from home, right? And so that creates a lot of extra tension. Are we gonna be able to kill them in lane? Shit, I should have had one magic resist rune. But you know, like, no one's gonna give a shit in college if you're out till 3 in the morning when you have a calculus exam, you know, at 8 in the morning, right? Because some, you know, cute girl from whatever class, you know, asked you to come out to this house party with her or whatever, right? So there's like all this social stuff going on, but then, you know, you've got all the money stuff. Like a lot of students also work, they're part of clubs, and they're just taking a lot of different classes. They're not sure what they want to take. You know, general ed like forces people out of their specialty zone early, if they even have a specialty zone. So yeah, that's right. I mean, the thing is, yeah, I mean, Stoner's also onto something where, you know, for most generalized stuff, yes, you can learn like Scantron type of information, you know, from YouTube and just Wikipedia and just basic stuff, right? But so I think that's why they really need to emphasize more about how to think critically, how to engage with important stuff that's going to make you a more innovative thinker. I think that's really what's important. So you have to move beyond just like the quizzes and the Scantrons and all that crap, and just try to make people into better critical thinkers. I think that is good professionally and personally, and just for society in general, if people were better at critical thinking. That's what I try to emphasize in my class, instead of read this poem and tell me what the theme is, you know, which there's a time and a place for that, and that can be cool, but turning it into something that's really useful, I think, is going to be more beneficial. Really? Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people... I don't think a liberal arts degree used to mean that. I just don't think there is as much competition.
Minions have spawned.
But yeah, I mean, degrees nowadays are basically just like high school 2.0. And they spend a lot of, they spend so many resources, a lot of universities, because the university's in this weird sort of space right now where it is an institution for higher academic learning, but it's also like a resort that people go to for 4 years for, you know, a premium social experience, right? So you, like, a lot of universities just spend so much money on like their dorms and their dining halls and their like fancy bushes and fancy brick, you know, at the intersections and stuff like that, because it is a business, right? Like, you're trying to get students, you're trying to grow your customer base, right? You know, you're trying to grow your customer base faster than, you know, the other university down the road. And most students don't really know what they want to specialize in and don't even really think about that. What do they think about when they're making a college decision? What does the campus look like? You know, that's the number one thing. Where am I going to be living? Is it going to be fun, right? So they spend money on stuff that's fun, and there's not really a good answer to that. Spend a lot of money on marketing, fun. Now, they do waste a lot of money on, like, administrative crap. I think there are just way too many administrators that really don't add a lot of value. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of problems. They're gonna, you know, try to figure it out at some point, but... Really? Cannot believe the range on that shit. Harvard and its connections with China. I haven't really kept up with that, but yeah, there's a lot of problems. Americans are not, but they are. I don't know. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been in high school, but I feel like there's still probably tremendous pressure on kids to go to college from most parents and most of their peers, right? I mean, you're just gonna be, if you don't go, it's kind of implicitly saying you're not smart enough to go. That was the thing back when I was in school, at least. Like, nobody like was in the non-college track or whatever, right? They had these different sort of like tracks you could be on. But yeah, I mean, it was just almost like an admission of failure, right? If that was like your track, right? I don't know. Even though statistically, remember, that's normal. That's like... I meant to put W on him, but whatever. It is pushing towards Vayne, I think. Maybe not. I think we may have ruined the lane. Maybe. I don't know. But, you know, I went to a high school, and I did hang out with a lot of high-performing students, so... you know, maybe it was a little bit different in my school than, you know, some of the other schools across town or whatever, but... I mean, there's always inflation, and like, inflation is not always bad. Like, there needs to be some inflation, right? Because inflation basically helps with debt, right? And that's what people don't see, that side of it. Inflation is actually good if a lot of people are in debt, which a lot of people are in debt. Because then you have more money to pay off your debt. And that's why a lot of people will, you know, go into debt, a lot of businesses and stuff, partially because inflation will help them out later. It also encourages people to actually go out and spend their money because it's just going to rot in a bank. Oh my god, real. Holy shit, that's gonna be a triple. Wow. Jarvan positioned very conveniently to let her escape there. That was very nice of him. Very considerate. Remember, she can't jump to allied minions anymore, so if Jarvan doesn't stand behind her like that, then she can't get away. All he has to do is stand in front of her, and we easily get that kill. I just don't, they're not going to give out 0 loans, man. You got to have, like, banks are companies. They're people. Like, they have to pay. It's not just their corporate fat cats. Like, they have janitors, you know, and shit like that. Like, they got to pay bills. No one's going to give out a free loan. It's basically going to be the government just paying for people to go to college, which I don't think most people need to be there anyways, and I don't think most people would want to pay for that. Like, it's just, it's a bad investment of money to fund an entire population to go to college, I think. Like, no strings attached. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's worth giving it a try, but I think there are other ways you could spend your money. But yeah, I mean, some inflation is good. Like, the headline picture is that it's bad, right? But got outplayed. But like, you need debt. Like, a lot of times debt fuels growth. So it's like, if you can take out, you know, if you could take out a loan or whatever, right, for 5%, let's just say a 5% interest rate, and then let's say that inflation is 2%. Let's say, just real simple numbers, let's say $1,000. Whenever you take out a loan, 5%, this is going to oversimplify interest, but 5% a year, right? Interest rate is, or inflation is 2%. And let's say that you make an investment that gains 10% or whatever, or increases your productivity 10% or something like that, right? Then that's good to take that out. That debt is good because that is good debt. Because you're effectively gaining 5% by taking that debt. And the inflation erodes the amount that you owe for that debt because there's going to be more money that you have to pay back the debt. Right? Versus if you did not take out that debt, you just lose 2%. If you just kept it in cash, if you just kept it in, you know, if you just kept money under your mattress or whatever, or in your savings account, you lose 2% because of inflation. Right? But if you go out and you take out that loan for something, and then you find something productive to do with that money, then you actually gain money. So debt can actually be good. It's just a lot of the debt that people get into, they don't do anything productive with it. And it's usually at a really high interest rate. Wow, that was a quick flash. Okay. So, like, if you have credit card debt at 20% that you spent, you know, running up bar tabs or something when you were in college, yes, that's bad. But if you got like a decent house or something like that, you know, at a good interest rate, then that's good. Houses are like good on so many fronts as well, because you just have to have a place to live in. That's just a cost that you can't avoid. So you're either, you know, you have to pay money for that one way or another, either rent or own a home. So that's a cost that you already have. And then also, if you have like an okay credit score, then you can get a decent rate, usually a fairly low rate, and you can get leverage, which is a even more, right? Which means you can borrow, you know, a lot of times 5 times the money that you put down if you put 20% down. And you get lots of tax benefits. Most debt you get tax benefits from. You can deduct it. So there's a lot of stuff in our economy that encourages people to have productive debt. And that's what a lot of these financial gurus don't talk about. They're like, pay down your mortgage early, you know, get out of debt and stuff like that. It's like, it's bad to pay down your mortgage early most of the time. And depending on what your like financial situation is, it might even be bad to pay down student loans early, depending on what your interest rate is on those.
An ally has been slain.
All the colors.
Debt is just this like fun little, or not necessarily fun, but just like this interesting little game that debt, credit scores, and things like that is this little game that just never gets taught. I mean, that's what they need to be teaching a lot of times, is more financial stuff in schools. But yeah, I mean, if you have a student loan debt of 6%, but you have something else that you can put your money into that gives you more than 6%, you should probably do that other thing, right? Whether it's stock market or some kind of little business you're trying to open up, or possibly a house. But having too much debt limits the rates you can get and limits the amount you can borrow from everything else. So that's why usually it's a good idea to pay down student loans. The rates aren't usually like that high, I don't think, as far as like double digits, but you know, that counts towards your maximum amount that you're allowed to borrow. I don't know. We just have fundamentally different views on a lot of economic stuff, I think, Scott, but that's okay.
Rampage.
Okay, nice.
Double kill.
I mean, we're kind of getting dumpstered down here, but that quadra kill is definitely not good, but we're at least staying close in terms of CS, so that's good. And they're like hard dominating elsewhere on the map, so if we just like stop feeding, and I'm Lulu too, so I give a lot of extra power over to Vayne. I know, Scott really loves his country. But I can totally respect that, man. I mean, I like the USA. There's definitely some stuff that we do that's bad, but I really like the USA too. So, you know, I can't fault somebody for really loving their country and their system. So I totally respect it. And I think NZ probably does do a lot of things well, right? It's just I kind of fundamentally disagree with a couple of different things, but that's good. It's good for people to have different views, different perspectives about things, right? I don't know, are we going to be able to win this? Oh, with a Kali? Yeah, probably. Sorry, I haven't been able to keep up with everything that's being said. Hopefully it's been a lively, interesting conversation. So I am trying to actually win some games here, too. We can't go, dude. There's a tower there. I don't know if you noticed. No, don't turn. Run. Yeah, we're probably getting flanked right now. Why would she be running into 3 people like that if she didn't have backup? It's, you know, she could be an idiot.
Killing spree.
I want to complete that item, but I really have to get tier 2. Yeah, that's a lot more complicated. Like, I have my students in one class for some activities. Holy shit, you mean there's more people there than just the Samira? What the fuck? Who the hell would have ever thought that? It's so dumb.
Your turret has been destroyed.
It's like I pinged it so many times I literally spelled it out. Yeah, I mean, the healthcare system's bad. Like, there's definitely some problems. But Japan or South Korea probably does, but as far as, like, youth suicide rates, but I don't know. I mean, there's a price. You think we kind of put a lot of pressure on our young people to go do things and succeed and stuff like that. That's a joke compared to, like, most East Asian countries and probably South Asian, too. If I had to go live somewhere else that was not the United States, I don't know. I mean, it probably would be, you know, some European country. Probably, I mean, it might be New Zealand, Australia, or like England. Somewhere where they spoke English, because I'm too old to try to master another language, probably. She's dead. Probably. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Dad, I'm still 12, basically. Yeah. Yeah, it's doctor or fail. Or some kind of scientist. I've shared this story before. I'm sure I've shared most of my stories a lot before, but I had this friend who was from Sri Lanka at the previous university I was at as a grad student, and he was in the English department as you know, an English major or an English grad student, but he specialized in like Sri Lankan cinema and like violence in Sri Lanka. I guess it wasn't always cinema, but like basically violence in Sri Lanka. Would you think, why the hell is that in an English department? I don't know, man. It gets interesting, but anyways, yeah, he told me one time that some people made fun of him and were just kind of messing with him because there weren't that many Sri Lankan students. There were some there, but there were a lot of like Indian students, right? Grad students, and they had like a little social club and stuff, and they all kind of knew each other and hung out, and He was like the only one that wasn't something in science, right? And they made fun of him for doing something in the humanities. They're like, why aren't you in, you know, chemistry or something, right? Vayne can't like knock him back with condemn or like nobody can do anything. Yeah, they're doing it kind of slowly. He already used his ult and everything. I think I misclicked and doubled back a little bit, which was bad. Okay, yeah, they restarted it. I think we can do it. Okay. Why are you flashing after Skarner? But why? God, they're on soul point. What? Dude, how many dragons has my team got tonight? I feel like it's 1 in 11 or something on the dragons. I don't know. I mean, I did screw up getting caught before by the Skarner, trying to ward too much. Or trying to step out. So that totally was my fault. But I feel like... I mean, that wasn't Akali's fault. She doesn't have teleport. And she was matching Rise. So, I mean, that was my fault for getting caught before that. I do think that the 2v2, we could have won that. If she went in when I polymorphed. Okay, they don't know we don't have Akali here. Do they not have their jungler? Oh, that's going to be Baron too. Did they back? Or are they on Baron? Oh, they're on Baron. We're just trying to get a tower. Hopefully they all get out. No, Vayne, fucking run, dude. Alright, guys. Terrible. I'm just getting freaking run down, though. Yeah, I don't know why people... I mean, I do understand why people live in the northeast and the west, but... God, it's so expensive. Ha! Alright, well, we did get him to waste his ult. Wait, how did Vayne die?
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'm not really impressed with this new Moonstone. I mean, been talking about other stuff for the stream, not... I did not think it was going to be very good on Lulu. I mean, look at this healing. How long have I've had this item for a while, right? I've healed for 280? Does anyone remember when I completed this item? I mean, I completed it like 20 minutes, right? I mean, I know that like we're losing and that obviously is going to have an impact, but... There have not been a lot of team fights, but that seems kind of ridiculous. Like, you'd get more than that in one fight easily. I mean, I guess I have been dead for a lot of the fights too, but... So this is a pretty bad game to base it on, but I don't think I've seen a number that low in a long, long time on Moonstone. It feels like if you don't already have a lot of healing and shielding in your kit, then it's a lot worse. I mean, they really don't want it to be bought on, like, Lilia and stuff anymore. Yeah. Maybe on Yumi, but she's only got one heal that's on kind of a long cooldown. I mean, I think maybe on someone like Sona, but Shurelya's might even be better. But yeah, Moonstone kind of is feeling bad. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like that idea. Yeah, bring back Athene's. Because Athene's was like very, Athene's was like unique. I don't know. And I feel like other lanes weren't really abusing it that much that often. Oh my god. That's the Enchanter dilemma. Late game. I mean, I don't even know why I'm warding that. Or trying to ward it. I guess I should just do shallow wards, but... You just can't... It's so hard to get vision control back, especially if you're behind, if you're an Enchanter, because you just get instantly deleted by anything, and you're never escaping. Yeah, Athene's is proactive... You know, it encouraged a healthy style of enchanting. I agree. Moonstone, like, it's just so hard to balance around that. And I've talked about that when I first saw that item release. I'm just like, it's just passive healing. It's just stats. Right? They just fly out and you don't even do anything. It's really the only one, right, where you just don't do anything and it just works. I mean, I guess Mandate's kind of like that, but Mandate, I guess, is like the new Athene's. Sort of. It doesn't heal you, but it's like you're supposed to be proactively looking for light trades. I feel like Shurelya's and Mandate are all like pretty good, clear designs that I think are good where you could find balance with them, right? Like I feel like they're both pretty balanced right now. Yeah, it was really that Quadra kill early, which is, it was so bad. Like, the Jarvan positioning behind the Samira to give her an escape, and then over-chasing after that just kind of ruined us all. I mean, that's not the reason why I died 7 times. I made plenty of mistakes. I'm just saying that was the major catalyst that really got this game out of control, was the Samira getting 3 or 4 kills early. I know, and the thing is, they want some champions that are easy and effective, but those champions are very difficult to balance, like Garen, Sona, and they want items like that. I mean, that's how a lot of items are, right? To say, you know, and just thinking about item philosophy too, right? Like Infinity Edge, what is that? You just put it in your inventory and it just works. But I think for support, like, But it does have drawbacks, right? You don't go Infinity Edge every game and just throw it on first item and it's just immediately strong, right? So it's situational. You do have to set up for it. I mean, that's why they nerfed it into something where you have to have crit in order to get it. But what I can't even remember what the other enchanter item. Oh, it's Locket. Locket it does have an active, right? So you do have to kind of time that correctly. I mean, Locket's pretty close to just being too good at everything also, but at least it has an active, so there are windows where it's weaker, right? Versus Moonstone just works. And like, you don't have to change your playstyle at all. You're not answering anything specific with Moonstone. You just get it and it just works, right? Whereas with Locket, you're like probably at least kind of making some choices, saying, okay, like I want to stop some burst or something, but realistically you are just getting Locket most of the time. Dropping the 50% increase is going to have anything to do with having 300 healing. Well, oh, you're saying that game was just a bad game for Moonstone? I mean, yeah, but still, like, that's an absurdly low number, right? Like, usually Moonstone is good for like 3,000 or 4,000. I don't remember what it ended up healing for that time. So, I mean, that is true. But Lulu's win rate, look at this win rate on Lulu, though, dude. It's dropped to like 2%. She was not directly nerfed this patch. At least in Platinum. I mean, look at that. Just fell like a rock. That's going to be it for League, I think, tonight, too. I'll try to do a better job tomorrow. And we'll see if we can get about 5 games in there. I got a bit of a late start today, trying to catch up on some sleep. And then I'll see if I can have those patch notes and tier lists out for you. I know it's other confounding factors, man, but I think that it matters. Like, it felt like bad. Yeah, she went from 52. I mean, she's kind of had this downward trend, but still feels pretty precipitous. I mean, who else? Yumi's down at 47%. She was at 50. Right, yeah, so that's... Now, we'll have to see how the patch plays out, but these are some pretty big numbers. Sona's up, but Sona's extremely good with that Staff of Flowing Water change, I think. And she's not even getting moons. I mean, look at the differential here on Sona, right? The Shirelia's change. But, like, that's a 4% spread. Like, Shirelia's is 4% stronger than Moonstone right there. Who are the other enchanters? Janna, I think, is about the same. She might be down 1%. Yeah, she's also way better right now with either Imperial Mandate or Shirelia's. Or even Locket. Yeah, it looks like Moonstone, that it's just, like, bad. What about Soraka? Soraka's the one where I was like, okay, maybe it's actually good on Soraka. Okay, Soraka's kind of a mixed bag. She's actually up a little bit. Because she benefits like more than almost anyone in the game from plus healing and shielding, just because she can spam it so much. But even on Soraka, Shirelia's is still 3% better. Now, lower sample size, but I think Moonstone's a flop. I think Shirelia's might be low-key pretty strong. And then Staff of Flowing Water, I'm not sure, because no one rushes that, so we'll have to see. Moonstone was very bad on release. Yeah, nobody got it. I said it was horrible. Some people were saying, but maybe it's good here or that. And they buffed the shit out of it. And then they've slowly been nerfing it since then. Okay, anyways, well, that's going to be it for me tonight. So sorry for a little bit of a shorter stream there. We'll try to get back in tomorrow, and then I will try to have the patch notes and the tier lists ready to go. But good conversations in the chat. I had some fun talking about, you know, finance and other stuff in there. I think in another world, if I had to be, I don't know, be something that maybe I wouldn't hate doing, something in finance. I do enjoy finance. It's a different thing when you're sitting here studying a little bit, you know, talking about it versus, you know, putting on your suit and going to a 9 to 5. Like, it's a different kind of thing, right? But at least topically, I do like talking about it. But I was gonna say in another world where I wasn't a teacher, but I probably would not like it as much. I'd probably still just be a teacher, or I guess if 100% there's no way I could be a teacher, I might be like a counselor, or like try to be like a motivational speaker, or something like that. I just like that type of thing. But anyways, okay, well, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. As always,